Good morning, boys and girls. It's another Monday in the workshop. So what's happening this week? First of all, I've got the Mini back on the ramp because I would like to do a bit of fitting up and electrical testing on that. I've lost the dog. Dex, come here. Right, so that's on the ramp to do a bit of electrical fitting and testing, like the lights, the wiper motor, stuff like that. Stuff I can be getting on with now. Also, I'm having a little think about the workshop because obviously now the floor's there. I need to sort of plan what's going where. Once I've done, obviously last week I done a load of drilling. So I've started to bolt down the floor. So soon I'll be able to start putting bits up there. I'm just bidding on some steps at the minute, some of those mobile warehouse ones with wheels on, because at least then I can sort of move it around, use it for getting up, you know, on these if I need to for any reason. And then I haven't got fixed stairs. So I'm bidding on a couple of those at the moment, so hopefully one will pay off. So I'm going to need to get things like the desk upstairs, start building the worktops for doing the modelling and stuff. I am still tempted to take out the kitchen and put some of it upstairs. Even the floor ones, and then have a gap in the middle to be able to sit at. I don't know if it's too tall, whether I need to get a stool or something, or whether I want standing worktops. Don't know, haven't decided yet. So I've got to think about taking the kitchen out. I know I said about it before, but it is definitely something I probably need to do. Secondly, obviously once the desk has gone from under there and it's up there, this will all be open. So what I'm thinking today is to move my bench and eventually put it under the floor where the desk is now, and then I can put some more pallet storage up there, because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pallets on the floor at the moment, which, you know, all right, I've got to be able to get to the electric box there and the meter, so I can't cover that over long term, but at least I could get one up and maybe a smaller one up next to it for now. And then obviously this bench can go under there because the desk is on wheels, so it doesn't really matter where that goes at the moment. So I think I'm going to do that today, this morning, just to get a couple of pallets at least off the floor temporarily. I only really need to get to the meter once a month, and obviously the fuse box is there, so if anything trips, but it's quite rare. And all I've got to do is just lift the forklift, get one pallet down to get to it. So I think that's what I'm going to do today, or at least this morning, and then see what I do from here. I'll chuck in a few pictures now from yesterday. I was supposed to go to Brands Britannia meet with the Jag, but unfortunately my friends who I was going with, his car was playing up, so he didn't go. I'd organised to take my mum, but unfortunately she didn't check her messages about what time I was going to pick her up, and it got a bit too late to be able to get access to the show because I had show pass to get in. So in the end, I went to Little Easton Manor over in Essex. I went to a little meet there, like a cars and coffee thing. So I'll chuck a few pictures into the cars I saw, one of which being my dream car. You might be able to tell what it is. I've got to get one day. The prices are skyrocketing, but I've got to get one. But anyway, enough waffling. I'll chuck those pictures in and then I'll show you what I've done here. Right, well the pallets have gone from here. I've got the racking up. I've set it quite low at the moment because I've got that one pallet that's quite tall and it doesn't fit anywhere else. So I've just set it low for now. But obviously once that interior is sold, I can always lift them back up. But we get a load of bits underneath out the way. Just got this one left over still. I'll work out what to do with that. The bench is now over there. I've chucked my computer desk there for now. I know it's in front of the cupboard, but I don't use that cupboard for anything really. So that's going to be moved once the desk goes upstairs anyway. So not bad for a morning. We've got a bit of space back. Now what else to do? There's a lot to be said for having quite a bit of space. Now with that clear, all right, there's still them bits there. The bonnet will go upstairs as wall art, and obviously the Defender bonnet will go back on eventually. But there's a lot to be said for having a lot of room. Obviously when that goes back, sorry, when they go and this goes all the way back, or even actually probably a smaller car, I'll be able to get 2 small cars in there. I mean, I could get the smart car in there now with that. So it makes everything feel so much better, sorry, when there's loads of room. I know I've got that one pallet stuck out there, which I need to do something with. Again, it's BRM and ZR160 bits. So if the BRM goes, they'll just get sold. I was going to strip them all down, obviously restore them all to go on the BRM. But if the BRM sells, I won't be doing any of that. So they'll just get advertised. And I need to get this thing done. I'm waiting still on the engine mounts. I just wish I could get it done, because as soon as the mounts are done, I can crack on with that. But anyway, we are where we are. So yeah, I've hung a load of bits up on the wall, just temporarily, chucked a load of screws in, just hang bits up out the way, put the desk there just for now. Obviously, if this ends up going, the bench might move over there, but we'll see. So that's it for today. Time to go home. Right, it's Tuesday now, and we haven't been at the workshop today. We have been out on a jolly of sorts. I've got the last bits of what was available for the mezzanine floor. So we've got 4 gates that obviously we can use as fencing around the top. We've got more metal plates, so I'll have to see what they are. They might be better than what we've already got on the other half of the floor, or they might be, again, doubling up, I don't know, or I don't know. They were free, so I took them. I can always weigh them in. So yeah, so them, and also in the car we have all the poles that go round for, you know, for barriers, as well as lots of fittings, and in here these posts as well that the poles go through. They bolt to the holes in the floor that I've seen. I wonder why there was loads of big holes, so it's for those. And then the poles go through those posts and create our fence. So that's something else for me to make a start on when it allows. Tomorrow, being Wednesday, I have my friend Z3 in for some underfloor rust protection. It was advised on the MOT, and he wants it sold, so we're going to clean it up and underseal it. So obviously I had to go to Kent today, which took most of the day. By the time he got there, got loaded and got back. So yeah, I'll be back in the morning, and I'll start unloading this lot before he turns up, hopefully. Oh, and I forgot to say also, you can just about see these. There is 4 worktops with stainless tops, like desks, so they're going to go round upstairs as well to give me somewhere to work from. So not a bad little haul. Right, well, that was a bit of a fail this morning. The Z3 came in, got it up on the lift, cleaned the seals back where it was advised, and found holes. So it needs plating on all 4 corners, unfortunately. Well, no, probably 3. One of them will probably be all right. It's just showing shines, but I didn't probe too deep. So it's left here and going straight in to be welded up. So I presume the welder will coat the underside in stuff anyway. So, right, time for me to get back on with the mezzanine. So time to unload all this lot. Right, well, it's another day done. As I said earlier, the BMW was a bit of a washout, so I cracked on here. Let me show you. So you saw me unload the trailer of all the bits and pieces. That's the sheet metal there. We got a hot dog today, it's very warm out. They're the gates. And so there's the poles. I've started putting those up. Yes, there is a droopy one there, but I have a plan for that. So I'm just now going to put a double gate across the front there. So if I need to lift anything up there, I can get it through. So I'm just going to mount the gate post to that upright. And then obviously do the same on the other end with the bits in the middle. So obviously once that one is bolted to that post, I'll swap it for that one, bring that one down and do the same thing. So then there'll be a gate either side, and then I'll match this the other side as well once I've done the floor. But because of my drill, I've run out of power to be able to drill more holes. So I think tonight I'm going to go home and look for a power drill, you know, mains drill, a B&Q or something, and pick it up in the morning, and then I can get cracking on this tomorrow. So, right, again, I know it's not very exciting. I know it's not cars. I know I said I was going to move on to the Mini, but obviously with all these bits lying around, I need to really crack on at least, and then I can get stuff up here, get it usable, and then I can crack on with cars. So thanks for bearing with me. Right, I'll be back in the morning. Right, small update then, as I've been up here all bloody day and it's roasting. You can see there's a, oh, you can't. There's a hot dog out there sunbathing. So now, the floor is all done. It's all screwed down, all solid, nothing's rattling around. We're all good. I've put these ones here to take up the gap, so there's a small ramp, which means I'm not going to trip up. The only thing I need to worry about is whether I board it, carpet it, tile it, don't know, whatever. So yeah, so now it's a matter of going around and putting all this balustrade up and working out when the stairs arrive on Saturday. I think they'll be okay here because they're on wheels, so they're going to be movable steps, so I should be able to put them wherever I want and then move them when I don't need them. So that's that. Also, we have E46 convertible in for lambda sensors, hopefully. Well, it's having them. Hopefully that's the problem. That's what the old snap-on machine says. So that's here today. Someone else is doing it, not me. So I'm just going to crack on up here. I'll update you when I get further. Right, it is now 6:30 on Thursday evening. I'd go home at 4 o'clock. The E46, I've had 2 of the lambdas done. It took forever because one of them didn't want to come out. So 2 of them are done now. Didn't get time to do the others. The owner who was doing it, just borrowing my ramp, decided that he couldn't be asked to do any more either, and I'm glad because I wanted to go home. But because I've been here so long, I have actually had a good day up there. So as you can see, oh, the balustrades are in. Oh, hang on, let me turn around. The gates are up, the balustrades are in. That middle one, I didn't have a long enough tube left over, so I've got 2 shorter ones. I'll put an exhaust clamp on there just to hold it. I haven't got one on that end because I planned for my desk to go there, so that will be fixed, so it shouldn't move. I've just put that in the middle for now. I need to rethink this, but the door catches that come with it are the wrong way round, so the doors won't open the right way. I could modify those, so I might do yet, but I just put them there as a temporary thing to stop the doors and just to fill the gap. And then over there is all done as well. So we're pretty much ready. I'm going to go and collect the steps on Saturday. So next week we can start fitting it out, I think. Right, I'm going to go home and have a shower and my dinner. And then we've got one more day of the week. Right, so it's Friday morning. And today's job is to prepare this for a show at the weekend. So it's been washed already. I've just got to give it a polish up, check fluids, etc, etc. Get it loaded on the trailer, ready for the show tomorrow. So it's an old McCormick International that was restored about 5 years ago. Lovely little thing. I'm going to be using it on a rally. So, well, you know, like a vintage show. They call it a rally. Get it around the arena. So let's get it prepped before we load it. When your tractor needs fuel, bring it to the petrol station. Right, well there she is, all ready for the morning. Just means I can pull up in the morning, jump in the Range Rover and go off to the show. So that is Friday afternoon, and that is this week done. So I will try and get some footage from the show. I don't know if I'll be able to get that much, but I'll see what I can get. But other than that, I'll be with you next week. And this is the end of another week at the workshop. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe and share. Have a lovely weekend because it's going to be glorious. And I'll see you in the next one.